So we've been in the dark about Pokemon Legends ZA for a while now, as the game was first revealed on Pokemon Day earlier this year back in February, and we know it's going to be the next brand new main series Pokemon game set to release next year in 2025, but since that initial teaser reveal, we still haven't heard any new information about this game. And of course, one of the biggest things that everyone is wondering by far for Pokemon Legends ZA is who are the starter Pokemon going to be, as we haven't had any new official information come out from Nintendo or the Pokemon Company, but we do have credible insiders and leakers and also that massive GameFreak hack that happened a month ago, and because of that, we might actually have an idea now as to who these starter Pokemon are going to be inside of this latest game, so I figured I'd talk about this with you guys and give you guys my thoughts. Now real quick before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I am having a special giveaway for the holidays where I'm giving away a digital download code for any Nintendo Switch game or DLC, and all you gotta do to enter is just click the link below in the description or the pinned comment, and you can have a chance to win any Nintendo Switch game or DLC that you want, whether it's a game that just came out like The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom or Mario and Luigi Brothership, or a game that's already been out like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, any Nintendo Switch game. You can even comment down below and let me know which one you really want. The giveaway is open worldwide and it does end right before Christmas, so definitely be sure to click the link below and enter for a chance to win. So in the last Pokemon Legends game with Pokemon Legends Arceus, we actually had a very unique situation with the starters, as we had our usual grass, fire, and water starters, but each of them came from a different generation with a different region. And so we had the grass Pokemon Rowlet from Generation 7 with Pokemon Sun and Moon. We had the fire starter Cyndaquil from Generation 2 with Pokemon Gold and Silver. And then we had the water starter Oshawott from Generation 5 with Pokemon Black and White. And it was from this that when we got the announcement of a brand new Pokemon Legends game with Legends ZA, a lot of people started speculating about who the starters could be in terms of various starters from other generations and regions coming to make up the trio for the starters of Legends ZA. And while it would be really awesome to have a unique situation like this with the starter Pokemon again, it actually seems like with Pokemon Legends ZA, from all the leaks and kind of things that we've been hearing, it might not be the case. So from that massive GameFreak hack that happened about a month ago, one of the biggest things that came out was this image right here, and this is an image of the concept artwork for the key art of the Pokemon World Championships 2025 that are going to be taking place in Anaheim. And here is the full image right here. You can see it. It's still kind of a concept image, but we can see a lot of it has pretty much already been done. And this is pretty much kind of the key artwork and what they're going to have on a lot of the merchandise and stuff for the Pokemon World Championships next year in 2025. And the thing that people have noticed right away is the Pokemon that are being featured here in terms of starters are Froakie, Fennekin, and Chespin. And this gets even more interesting when we take a look at this post right here from Riddler Coup. And if you don't know, Riddler Coup is one of the more credible and prominent leakers that we've had for Pokemon for the last couple of years, as he's accurately predicted many things from games like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and even the DLC. So there's a lot of stuff that this person has gotten correct. There have been some things that he's messed up a little bit too, but this person by far has the most accurate track record when it comes to leaking Pokemon information. And so he actually tweeted this image right here from the GameFreak hack that happened with the key art for the World Championships, with the caption here saying, "Say hi to Ikaku." Now if you don't know, Ikaku is the code name for Pokemon Legends ZA, and this was actually even more confirmed as we had that GameFreak hack that happened and documents and things came out where they were even referring to Ikaku with Pokemon Legends ZA stuff, talking about like Mega Zygarde and all of that. So we know for a fact that Ikaku is the code name of Pokemon Legends ZA. And by him captioning here saying "say hi to Ikaku," the only Kalos thing that's inside of this image right here is of course the starters from the Kalos region, as all these other Pokemon are not from Kalos. So it's getting more interesting because if he's talking about Legends ZA now with this image, then it's starting to seem like the starters for Pokemon Legends ZA are just going to be Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie. And he does say here at the bottom, "Don't worry, something is different. Merchandise is on sale since January of next year." So obviously teasing that it's not going to be just the exact same starters as we have from like Pokemon X and Y. There is still going to be a different twist to them. Now, it is a little anticlimactic that the starters for Pokemon Legends ZA are supposedly just going to be the exact same Generation 6 starters for Pokemon X and Y, but the more that I thought about this, the more I actually started to believe that this is making more sense. And really the reason that I feel that this is probably going to be the case now is because of what they teased in that very first teaser for Pokemon Legends ZA being like the big gimmick and the big thing that's going to be a part of this game with Mega Evolution. So the very first teaser for Pokemon Legends ZA ended by showing us Mega Evolution, as that's going to be a part of these games, and it's because of that that I feel like Mega Evolutions are probably going to play a role in terms of your starter Pokemon, and that honestly makes a lot of sense to then have these starters be from the Kalos region. See, if we had starters from various generations again, like with Pokemon Legends Arceus, and let's just say for example if we had like Snivy and Piplup and Scorbunny, if we had these three Pokemon then evolve into their final forms, which then get brand new Mega Evolutions, it honestly kind of wouldn't really make a lot of sense, because then it would become like, well, why is Serperior so special that it gets to have its own Mega Evolution? Why is Cinderace so special that it gets to have its own Mega Evolution? And why is Empoleon so special that it gets to have its own Mega Evolution, whereas the other starters from those generations don't get to have them? It was honestly kind of like this for a little bit with Pokemon X and Y, as when that came out there was actually a special distribution for a Torchic which came with Blazikenite to get a Mega Blaziken, and it was already kind of weird because why was Blaziken getting its own Mega Evolution but Swampert and Sceptile didn't, but thankfully that got resolved of course as the games that came after were Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and those games were taking place in an alternate universe that had Mega Evolutions, so it made sense. And then of course the Kanto starters had Mega Evolutions, but that was just kind of fan service for Kanto, and having those starters even appear inside of Pokemon X and Y being a second starter given to you. But besides that, none of the other starter Pokemon have ever gotten Mega Evolutions. And some of you might think, well, Aero, isn't that exactly what they do in Pokemon Legends Arceus already? Like Decidueye gets to have something special with its form, Samurott gets to have something special with its Hisuian form, and then Typhlosion gets one, but we don't see like Meganium and Feraligatr getting anything. We don't see any of the other starters getting anything, so isn't that kind of the same thing? Well, the thing about it is Kalos is going to be very special because Mega Evolution is specifically a Kalos thing. Hisuian Pokemon and like the Hisuian evolutions and stuff could have just been a part of like the Hisui region and what those Pokemon were like in the past, but because Pokemon Legends ZA is going to be about Kalos and Mega Evolution is a very deeply Kalos rooted thing, they can't just have Mega starters from other regions really have it make sense in terms of starters for Pokemon Legends ZA. It's a little hard to explain, but I feel like it makes more sense now to then just have Kalos Pokemon be the ones who get the Mega Evolutions in terms of the Kalos starters. And of course, I would love to be wrong and actually have starters from other generations again, like with Pokemon Legends Arceus, as I do find that to be more interesting than just having Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie again. But honestly, the more I think about it, I feel like with how Mega Evolution is going to be such an important part with this game, I do feel like having those starters be just the ones from Kalos and getting Mega Evolutions, it just makes the most sense. But yeah, there you go guys, that is pretty much the information that we have, that the starter Pokemon for Pokemon Legends ZA are just going to be the same old Kalos starters that we have of Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie, but they're most likely going to have a special different twist to them, being with like Mega Evolutions or something like that in terms of their final forms. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. I'm definitely gonna have some more Pokemon videos, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys believe all of this as well? Do you think that this makes sense that the starter Pokemon for Pokemon Legends ZA are just going to be the same old Kalos starters, maybe with like new Mega Evolutions or something to them? Or do you still think that they're going to do what they did with Pokemon Legends Arceus and have starters from various generations again? What do you think? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say about it, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at @ActualAero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And remember to enter my giveaway as well. I'm giving away a download code for any Nintendo Switch game, and all you gotta do to enter is just click the link below in the description or the pinned comment, and you can have a chance to win any Nintendo Switch game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.